I'm Pickle Rick!
What's up, everybody? How are we doing it? Ooh, I gotta get a thing going, don't I? So it'll take like an hour for this thing to actually play the song. Oh man, maybe not, maybe not. Let me get Twitch music going there. All right, let's see here. Scrolling. We got Franco, Chris Walker. Hello, Hawk. Is Hawk? Oh, there's Hawkness. He showed up. Nice. See Franco, Chris, Fish Online, we got there, Hawk there, Big 8 News, Jacques Attack. Why isn't that? Oh, because that's everything. I've been going crazy since I got home. So PJ, Lock Watcher. You find a lot of technical difficulties once you realize you're trying to do this that you didn't think of. So we just made it. I don't think anybody's stolen anything yet. It's all sitting outside plugged in. So D Wood, Delta Mike. Oh, all right. So I don't know how much really we'll be able to do. We'll see if we can get it to run a little smoother. We'll try dipping the fuel hose directly into the fuel tank to see if that solves that little air bubble problem. But first thing we do when we get out there, we'll just start it as is because, you know, it ran at least, you know, how it was. So we'll at least get it started and then we'll see what we can sort out from there. Chat's looking different. That should be the same. Looks this pretty much the same to me. I think. Yeah, everybody on Twitch has their Twitch color and everybody else's YouTube color. Should all be the same. But anyway, all right, let's do a VertoThermoWhoofle, and then I guess we'll go outside and see what we can do. I'll be wearing the lapel mic, the outdoor microphone. If by the time I get out there, if it's like ear-piercingly loud, then I'll come back in and turn it down a little bit. But it doesn't get any louder, I'll tell you that. And I guess the other warning will be once the engine actually is cranking and starts, all bets are off on how loud it's going to be. I have a limiter on OBS to try and keep it from destroying everybody's headphones and ears, but no guarantees. And I'll warn you again once we're out there. All right. Let's play with fire. Where's the fire button? There's the fire button. I got new doorknobs for the house too, so I can finally get everything keyed properly and differently. Number one. One for Freddy. Ooh, recap. Set chat on fire. All right. All right, so here is, yeah, it's fucking hot out. So here's the game plan. Let's see. This should be done recharging that. All right. So I'm going to get up as I'm walking. I'll turn the microphone on and clip it to my shirt. That seemed to work okay. I have as much noise suppression turned on as I can. And we'll go from there. Oh, and I have fucking bug spray. Because just being out there already, I've got fucking like all the mosquito bites. Because Essex sucks for mosquitoes. No pun intended. All right, so I'm going to mute this mic, get this one activated as I'm walking, and then we'll see. I'll see you out there. Let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, let me get my shoes on. Grab these, pack these up. That stays. All right. All right, you'll hear from me again in a moment. Oh. Come on. Dude, it's like right there. Maybe. I don't know if this is connected or not. Is this connected or not? Do you hear me? Oh, yeah, I can hear me. Hopefully that was connected. Just yell. Oh. Alright. Also keep in mind, I'll do my best to keep up with like donating stuff, but I can't I don't think I can sound the support for that right now. Let me move this window around a little bit. And sorry if there's a lot of wind, but it's just windy. Alright, then I can actually see the video as well. There we go. Alright, so next now I can see the video. A little delayed. Yeah, I'll get right on that there, CQS. It's not a good place. I need to listen. Blah, blah, blah. Hello. Yada, yada. That's level 1 noise suppression. It might be that the wind is causing problems for the start on my beard. It might be that the wind is causing problems. It still sounds like ass. I gotta try this. The Twitter music is louder than me. You want me to go turn the music down? Like, how are we doing right now with you talking like this and going on? That sounds like crap. I think it's connected again, but I got to come back over here. So, yeah, I can hear it. So is it breaking up now? Breaking up now. Yes, it is. Well, keep going. Or what? Leave it up to you. Just keep rocking and rolling with it. I'll see if I can kind of turn my body a little bit to give it more exposure to the receiver. Hold on. It reconnected. All right. Let's see how this does now. Seems a little better. All right, let's just rock and roll with it and see what happens. Okay. Goes in there. Goes in there. I think that's all one. Alright. Looks like some of the fuel drained out. So I think we're on. Let's see what happens here. The fit might get really loud. I guess we'll find out. Started making a weird noise. What was that? Almost like a hissing noise. Let's see. Alright. Let's see, that's the idle stuff, right? Definitely a lot of noise. Well, we're still getting air bubbles in the fuel. So let's try running straight into the tank. Ooh. Where is it? Oh wow, it's all the way over there. Shit. That's there. That up there. This way. We're gonna have to do it like this. Take that off. Low on fuel. Yeah, we're still getting those air bubbles. So that could be a thing. So that on there. Oh, Shimon. Okay. I'm just gonna dip that right in. And this way. Lost one of my little feeties. Jeff listening to himself in the background as we get feedback from devices. I drove a Pinto once with that engine. Yeah, nah, I believe it. Alright. I think it's curling up. Might be a little low, but I don't have any way to straighten this tube out. And I'm also out of gas because it's all in my generator. So let me see if I can find a sweet spot. So that's not gonna do. Let me plan this out a little bit here. That just really does not want to be down. Let me see if I can push it against the wall. What do I have? Do I have anything I can do with this? Can this help? Can this help? Need to lean this up a little bit. Might get a little rich now. Seem to help. Let me lean it up a little more. Now that we're getting fuel all the time. Yeah, I think the fuel air is definitely a big problem. Y'all, why is there a random spring there? Okay. Probably not important. Where'd the radiator tank go? Did that get tossed? Did it blow the top off of the breather? Yeah, that's what popped. That's a breather. It will pop the top off the coolant breather. That's cool. Let's see if we can get some more coolant in there. Okay, not much. So we'll just put that on there as a anti-splash. And it just stopped hard. Well. Sorry, that was probably echoey. Can I twist this, or is this locked? Oh, I got a little twist out of that. We'll try changing the timing a little bit because it's doing decent on the fuel now. Wow, okay. Guess we'll go that way a little bit. There's definitely gas in there. Alright. I'm not trying to be funny, but the outside mic on, maybe that's the echo. No, this is the outside mic. Let's see. But I may have figured out the echo. Ad playing. It looks like, I guess everybody on Twitch left because the music's so loud or something. Alright. So fuel is just a general problem with this thing. Fuel delivery. Let me see. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to take this off. Let me see if I can figure out a way to get some gas in this can to kind of assist us. Hold on. Looks like we're connected. And back. Take me back. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Okay. Alright. See what we can do now. Now that we definitely have good fuel supply, yada yada, yakety yak. Don't talk back. Let's turn this that way. Loop in it. Alright. Okay. Probably about as low as we're going to get on an idle. Yeah. I'll lean it just a little more. Still smells. Keep leaning it, see what it does now that we're getting solid fuel. That seems like it's getting worse. Let me open it back up. That's a half a turn back. Timing seems to be in a much better place. I can even go. Let's see what it does. Wow. That's this. Definitely getting a little warm. Well, it's just pumping water, so. I feel like that's too rich. Quarter. Something's making a funny noise. Oh, it's a shame we don't have a thermal camera out here. I wonder if it's, like I said, it's moving water, so it shouldn't be overheating. It's definitely hot water out, cool water in, or cooler water in. Man, this thing is a bitch to tune. I think the timing is just very sensitive. Let's see where we are. One and a half. start looking for. That should be fairly lean. Let's see. Tune the kind of carburetor. First set the baseline by choosing both speed and gently backing a half turn for the high speed needle. Okay. Alright. Now I just put the high speed needle in and then a half a turn. Let's see. Then I have a Weber, or I have a Brinkman sitting right behind me. Alright. Let's see what that does then. I feel like we're close. Smells like it's floating up a little bit. Just check what you really hot, even though we're moving water. There. So there. more maybe. Yeah, the timing is spot on at this point. If it's straight up, the crank just happens to be straight up, and when the crank's straight up, lines up the blue dot, the sound is gone. Goddamn. Work out something for this. Part of the problem is I haven't figured out how to transmit audio through DroidCam on my phone. For some reason it's not working. I don't know if that's something I need to sort out. But if I could get that working, it'd be fine, because then I could actually plug this into that, but it would be 3 feet away instead of 20 feet through a wall. Even with the 20-foot extension cord, that's as close as I could get it. All right. So let's give this a couple minutes to cool off and see what's up here. It's just a charger. What's up, boy? Why is it on music? All right. I think we're going to need to fine tune some stuff here. One, we know the gas can is probably got a bad weld at the bung hole. So we can still use it for gas, but that's going to be pointless. So we'll just always have to run it with the lid off, which isn't that big a deal. That just means we'll always have to seal it up tight when we're done. Fine. So I'm going to have to work something out with that hose. It's moving water. There's water in the radiator. Let me double check that. See how, now that we've run it a little bit, see if it's still water in the radiator. What's up, Mac? Nope, only one mic. What was that? That's it's pretty good. I think we're close. I really think it's just running a little hot. I mean, it took a little bit of water, but it's moving water, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. Let's see. Let me open this a little bit. I don't think that's what we want to do. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Woof. Like, it is close. Maybe I'm just going for a lower idle than it actually has. Like, I'm not going to change it much. Where is it right now? Okay. So we're going to go 8th turn counterclockwise. Foot level. Okay. Now we're going to go back to where we were and then go an 8th turn lean. All right, a little more lean, just for kicks. I feel like it was a little better with a little more fuel in it. Alright. It keeps stalling. See, I know engine words. Good job, Franco. We got you, buddy. Oh, I see it. I saw that the first time, Jack Attack. That's kind of where we started, but that's definitely too lean. But it's close. The cat for your rad is broken, top came up. Yeah, I see that. I mean, I'm just using it as a vent, basically a splash guard at this point. All right, let's see. So right now I'm working on tuning the low ends, but I think we're damn about as close as we're going to get. Let's see. It just keeps farting right out. Wonder if the ignition module is starting to overheat. The way it's skipping like that. It's got good voltage. That's charged battery. Ooh, oh, yeah, that's probably overheating. On the module, that is scorching hot. I can't do much more to cool it off. Coolant still looks like coolant. So head gaskets are fine. I'll double check the oil. Since coolant's under pressure, oil really isn't. Well, actually it is because it's on that pump, and everything I can see in the hose looks good. Well, I think we're pretty damn close. I think the issue now we're fighting is we've made it hot with all the tuning. Because I think we were running it pretty lean for a little while. Looks like the radiator's boiling over. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. On screen. No, it's actually fine. Like, I know it looks rough. I think what you're seeing is some of the rust coming out of the radiator. There's no chalky milk. There's a lot of air bubbles. That there. The timing was pretty good. I want to advance it a pinch. Part of the problem keeping a scale down engine running is the flywheel. For example, if I scale it flat, round flywheel down 1/10, the mass drops by thousandths. Yeah, there's a big chunker of a counterweight on the behind the fan here to kind of help with that. Starter still tight. Oh yeah, yeah, and it's about 100 degrees. Yeah, the starter's good. It's not loose. Smells like it is a little rich. All right. Well, this is what we're going to do. Let's turn that off. I think I'm gonna let this cool off for a little while. I think we're gonna call that for the night. We got it closer. We did figure out that the fuel is a problem. I will verify all the fluids. I'll probably just change all the fluids. I'll see if anything looks like it's not supposed to. Let me disconnect this. Right there. That's fine there. All right, I'm gonna head back in. I will hang out for a moment. Catch me up on your ideas and stuff. I'm going to move this so I can kind of see the laptop. Bug spray worked well. Put that there. That way I know it's actually. Chat's blocking that. Alright, I'm gonna head in, let this thing cool off before I take it back in. Oh, hang on. Get that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Add on Twitch. Why is there still an echo? Lapel? Why are the lapels still on? Oh, charge. All right, there we go. Huh? No, the fucking it keeps turning itself. Maybe the lapel was turning itself on and off before. Are these contacts dirty? Maybe. Oh, look, computers and stuff. Frank, Kitty. Okay, give me a minute. Figure out what's going on with this one. Move this over here. That seems to be better. All right. Felon XD, if I don't remember correctly, but I think Johnny Q90 did a video where he made a heavier flywheel for an engine like this, and it made it more stable. Yeah, I've watched a bunch of his videos on this. Cat stuff. Shit. Hold on, I gotta set that up. I'll give that a minute. Yeah, I'm wondering if we're fighting heat on this one. I guess we'll figure it out next time we try this. Hopefully I can get audio direct from the phone. It should have worked. Shit. There we go. He's the go-to guy for model and oh yeah, he has done some significantly awesome work. Where? All right, bonus cat treats. Just add a speck of a red dwarf, or whichever sun makes this long way over drawn joke worth it to the flywheel. Yeah. Did you get the mixture figured out? It seems close, but it keeps stalling after what 10 seconds every time. So I think we're fighting a heat issue now. So next time we'll try to do this again. You know, see what's almost in them. We'll do it again in August. We'll definitely go out there again in August once I can figure out how to get better audio outside. Like I wonder if DroidCam would see the Bluetooth microphone, but it doesn't see it doesn't recognize the microphone itself because Samsung can be weird with that stuff. Starship launch tomorrow night at 6:45. Yep. I'll be watching, but I don't know that I'll be streaming it. We'll see. I'll see how I feel. I've been fucking just getting my ass handed to me at work lately, so. Yeah, kind of troubleshooting guide, beginner's Fac who? Fuck you. Yep, that's working. That's working. D shape. Wait until it reaches top. Observe the valves and watch the D shape. Go. Silver spark. Blah, 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 blah. Through LEDs. Yeah. Carb adjust. Choke screw. Air intake coordinates with low speed idle. Where's the choke? Like I only see 2 screws on there. I'll have to see. I wonder if because there's another like they did a V2 version of it, aka they fixed everything. They fuck it up. So I'll have to see make sure this isn't for the V2. Because I don't know what they mean by choke opening. It's a shame they don't have any fucking pictures. I'll have to go back through the manual and figure that out. Maybe if I did, but it just, it bugged me that, you know, it was, knowing Twitch apparently couldn't hear much, and, just knowing the audio just kept cutting in, cutting out, cutting in, cutting out. Like, that's a little annoying, but if I can get the audio, I'll enjoy myself even more, but nah, it's cool. It just, that's just weird, but I'll have to see what it, I'll have to check the manual. Get a Reezer desktop vaporizer. What is that? Is that just some big old vapey vape? God, I don't even know where the hell my engine manual is. I think it's in. When did we build this? Did we build it? No, did we build that this year or last year? Because that would be where all the manuals were. Well, we built that last year and then it sat for a little while because it was fucking. I don't know. I'd have to go. We probably have to. Well, I don't want to read down the manuals because they may be, quote, updated to specs that have nothing to do with that engine. So I'll have to go through my YouTube. backup stuff. No. Oh, no. See, live 2020. That's the. All right, engine. Oh, there they are. All right. Oh, so we did that in the beginning of the year. Okay. V8 engine. Let's see. We'll all watch together. Don't worry. Let me just get this sized better. Everything's running weird. All right. Let's see. High speed oil needle. Okay, that's the high speed one. Okay. That's the idle screw, which I don't know how that works. Low speed oil needle. Was it in? Ah, okay. So I was adjusting the high speed and where's it? Oh, the end, the idle screw. See, the idle screw doesn't make sense because when you hit it, it was stopping it at high idle. That's weird. All right. Let me see if we got another shot of that. Is this blank or just not loading? No, just blank. Okay. Skip to Maloo. Hope everybody's week's going all right. It is recommended to add a joint buckle to prevent water leak. All right, squeezy bit. They're saying high speed, low speed, and idle screw. Blue mark. Connecting high voltage lines. Gotcha. That's actually correct. Cam, we know the cam and crank are good. I feel like some of this is involved in the carb tuning. I may have to run through this again to a translator again to see if they have what their version of carb tuning is. Like, why is the bill of materials empty? I may also see if I can find the Japanese version of it. It's like you go through it every once in a while, you just see like a number. You're like, what? What was that? You run it at low speed. Well, that's what we're trying to do, bruh. Bruh. All right. Well, now that I know that there's more screws to tune, I'm going to check the fluids, make sure they're still good, and then I will take notes and take the notes out with me. Whee! Because I was twisted. I thought the screws were different from what they were. I did not know that there was the low speed was in that. That would actually, that makes a lot of sense. So that out. So that's in and then out, what, about a half. That's out about a quarter. Put that wherever it looks good. Okay. What's up, Zenny son? V8 final build 11 months ago. Okay, yeah, I got it. You had a problem with the gas tank. Yes, the gas tank apparently, once we took the fuel feed off of the gas tank and I just dipped the hose directly into the gas, there was no more bubbles, and that smoothed it out a lot. For compared to what it was, because wasn't sucking air anymore. So we know the pickup tube on the gas tank, even when it was full, it was sucking air. So the little whatever weld they have at the top is leaking. So we'll just have to just dip the fucking hose in it when we run it until either get another tank or something like that. Use RC tank and RC on shelf. Well, that uses different fuel. So I wouldn't want to mix fuels, but I guess I can see if there's an extra. I may have an extra fuel tank for something over there. I'll have to check. If not, then we'll just do the hose thing. It's whatever. Ain't a big deal. Black epoxy or some sort of vulcanizing sealant. Well, the problem is it's in the welds are inside. Or whatever they sealed it inside. So I think it may have actually just gone through. Like, I don't think the tube is connected very well. Yeah, it's inside the tank. Pretty sure they welded it inside before they sealed the can. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, that would be what they had to do because the top is threaded. Because the top you thread a fitting down into. So they got the tube when they welded it on the inside. So even if I seal the shit out of the outside, because technically right now there is a gasket on top of it. So if it was leaking up top around that seam, it would still be sealed. So it's just fucked up underneath. Oh yeah, the cats. Fuck. What are we doing here? Alright. Let me go sprinkle some treats down for them. They're here for Frank. They seem confused. Guess we'll see how that goes. Put the cap on your radiator top popped off. Yeah, I think it just wasn't venting properly. Because the way it was set up, the vent was almost like a pressure cooker with just a wobble top thing, and I think the top just got stuck, so I ain't worried about that. Another vape. Oh, there it is. Let me put one of these. Let me put the outside camera back up in case anybody decides to stop by. Mess with my stuff. Guess we'll see if they can run faster than 1,100 feet per second. Oh. Email flying over. Okay. Yeah, I can sort that out. Breaking news. That's not what Jack Attack sent. There's what Jack Attack sent. Epic Plays, if you're still there, I appreciate you following. I just saw that. Couldn't do shit for the alerts. I don't know that I'll actually be able to do anything for being able to hear the alerts. Yeah, I saw that already. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, now I see it. I mean, like, yes, I found that in there. In, what in the world? Oh, okay. With the cats. Yeah. So now I know where the needles are. I'm gonna leave them. I have that page pulled up right in front of me. I'll take notes and have them ready for next time once I figure out this microphone bullshit. So where did that diagram go in here? There it is, right there. Low speed oil needle. Why is there a thing there? Oh, that's the music plugin. Why is that fucked up? Must need a refresh. CatCam low. What is that called? Sound alerts? No. Full logo music outs. Is that what it's? No, that's just the sounds. Spotify, the music. There it is. Refresh. There we go. No, that fucked up. Did you blow it up? No, I have not blown anything up today. Frank ordered a 1911 today. That's a little vague. Care to go into a little more detail? Like, whose 1911? Guessing crimped like a soup can. Yeah. You love torties? Yeah, I gotta. She's gotta get to like. I gotta shave her. She is not dealing with her. Well, she didn't deal with her spring shed very well. I gotta see about helping her out. I've been brushing her, but there's a couple little tiny, a few little small spots that are starting to get a little weird. I may have to get her shaved. But at least it's summertime. If because by the time winter comes back, she'll be all furry again. A TS 19 cheap one from Palmetto for $320. Ooh. Let us know how that runs. All right. Yeah. I was looking for stuff that isn't there anymore. All right. Well, I guess we'll go out the top of the hour. Yeah, let's grab this one. Cheers, everybody. I appreciate you struggling through this stream, but we've learned a lot. No, you're not going to do that. All right, yeah, that'll be for notes later. All right, cheers, everybody. All right. When did that happen? I hate oh, my notification window was weird. Okay. All right. Okay, anyway. Well, now we have more we can do. We solved one problem-ish. Like, we know the fuel was definitely a problem. We know noise is happening. Frank, 200 cheers. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. And a cheers to you, bud. So, we have notes. And I'll keep that. I'm going to take notes directly off of that. I'm probably just going to save that whole page and then take the important stuff out of it. Because at this point, like, we know the timing is on. We got that sorted out. We just need to figure out that fuel. But I didn't know that I was adjusting the wrong needles. As that seems to be... Actually, I don't know if that's rich or not. I don't know. And I also checked the original manual to see if it says anything about what they recommend for tuning to see if it's the same as that. Stick a weight on a fuel line. No, I just stuck a heavy ass hose on it. Now it works great. I took the vent hose off and used that because that was thick and straight and it dunk right down to the bottom. So that's fine. That'll be fine. Okay. So I'll just get some notes. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to work on that Friday. I don't feel like taking notes right now. I think I'm going to play Scum for a little bit because they fixed the arrows so I can actually play the game. Let me write myself a note here. Engine notes. Oh, Ranona's not here. I forgot to tell Ranona I did finally set a eye doctor appointment. Engine notes. There we go. So I'll be taking those sweet frames he sent over. See what they can do with them. But all right. So I'm gonna do some notes on Friday, do some translation. I'll do that while movie night's going on. And in the next few weeks, we'll do this again, and hopefully I'll figure out the microphone. I'll mess with the microphone this week a little bit. So, all right. Appreciate y'all struggling through this one, and I will see everybody Saturday at Clive time. If you're paying attention. So for me, it'll be 4:05, whatever your Clive time is. So I'll be starting like an hour and a half early since Clive should not be available. So I'll see everybody there early. There'll probably be a smaller crowd. It usually is, but yeah, we'll see. So, but either way, have yourselves a good one. Appreciate you hanging out. Be 200-foot USB. Dude, it's already on 2 extension cords to get where it is, brother. I don't know that. If I do any more, I'm going to be feeding it like 2 volts. But anyway, be groovy to each other, and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.